Department of Correction, in essence, we run 25 small towns, highly militarized towns.
Operating facilities for more than 29,000 offenders is no small task in Indiana, considering the buildings date from 1862, when Abraham Lincoln was president, to modern times. Indiana was maintaining a wide variety of systems, from vintage steam to older HVAC controls to inefficient lighting and water fixtures, all wasting heat, electricity, and water.
We spend over $230 million a year in utilities in the state of Indiana for the Department of Correction. It's a significant line item, and one we've looked at and said, how do we reduce that?
In 2005, the IDOC set energy conservation goals, prioritized improvement projects, and explored funding options.
When we started this, we were in the darkest days of the economic decline. We wanted to do these improvements. We recognized that there was opportunity there, but the state at that time didn't have 20, 30, 40, 80 million dollars to invest in these energy management projects. When there was no cash option, we started looking at performance contracting.
Performance contracting gives public institutions a way to partner with private companies to install energy-efficient improvements that draw less money from utility and operations budgets. Companies guarantee the savings, which pay for the improvements over time. Branchville Correctional Facility is the most recent site to be targeted in Phase 4 of the statewide renewal effort. Energy savings projects included installing wood biomass boilers, geothermal and solar thermal systems, along with lighting and water upgrades. Plus, they ran 18 miles of natural gas line to the site to replace the expensive liquid propane system. The results were dramatic. Annual utility costs dropped 66%, from $6.39 per square foot to $2.15. Branchville is located deep in Indiana's Hoosier National Forest and is unlike most medium security facilities.
Of all of our facilities, and we have 25 of them, this one is one of the most unique. It was started decades ago as a work camp in the middle of a national forest.
Today, that work-based philosophy includes a faith and character training program called FACT, aimed at renewing lives and reducing recidivism.
We do build on work ethic, and we try to promote spiritual growth here. That's our main focus. We have right at 1,450 offenders here, and over about 700 have full-time jobs.
FACT requires offenders to work at least 6.5 hours a day, 5 days a week. Branchville and its partner, Johnson Controls, incorporated that work ethic into installing energy upgrades, using offender labor when possible.
Just basically moved ladders, helped out with the crews that were coming in that were doing the actual work. It keeps me familiar with what's going on new on the street.
Because of the surrounding forest, part of the work-based program naturally focuses on conservation and sustainability.
We're constantly thinning trees, clearing trees, and that's just a lot of waste that's just going to the landfills or in ravines.
We have a great partnership with DNR where we build cabins for them, and we've gotten over probably 30 cabins that are placed in state parks.
Wood biomass boilers at the dorms not only save energy, they too provide jobs for offenders who are responsible for filling them with recycled wood from the pallet shop.
If you're coming to prison, Branchville is the best place to come. The studies show that if you complete PLUS and a vocation, your chances are less likely to come to prison, and that's what we really focus on here.
PLUS, or Purposeful Living Units Served, allows offenders to complete 320 hours of community service through work training and character-building classes. Offenders earn units growing 10,000 pounds of organic food a year for food banks and for the elderly. They water the gardens with recycled rainwater collected in barrels. Offenders also sew 200 to 300 lap quilts a year for nursing home residents, and they donate $500 a month to buy backpacks loaded with food for underprivileged kids. Through a partnership with PEN, or Prison Enterprise Network, 300 offenders are involved in recycling efforts, and more than 100 have earned certification that is recognized by the Indiana Department of Workforce Development. They also refurbish pallets and can work in a call center using telecommunications skills to phone businesses on behalf of credit card companies. Offenders raise money for community organizations such as Pioneer Camp, paying for underprivileged kids to go camping with police officers, Jesus House, a halfway house for ex-offenders, and the Fuller House, which builds Habitat for Humanity homes. Giving back is all part of Branchville's renewal efforts, from transforming its facilities to be more green and energy efficient,
Financially, we're going to save $1.3 million a year.
to changing lives through character building and work skills.
Working with the maintenance department here has been a real plus for me.
Branchville Correctional Facility is succeeding in its mission to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars while helping offenders successfully re-enter the community.